What's up, y'all? Welcome back. It is Tuesday, which means it is time for another tank review. So I have been getting a ton of questions out there from y'all asking about Betta tanks. What kind of Betta tank should you get? Well, that is a difficult question to answer as it's kind of a personal preference. I personally like more square boxy tanks, but you might not feel the same way. I decided to pick up a tank that I normally would not purchase and I'm probably not gonna keep. I'm probably gonna give it away to a friend, whatever friend that I feel like needs fish, because everybody I think needs fish. So since the majority of people that have been asking me about Betta tanks have been asking me specifically about PetSmart tanks, I went ahead and picked up the Topfin Enchant. It is a 3.5 gallon tank and it is on sale right now for only $20. $20 for a 3.5 gallon tank. There's no reason for y'all to go out there and buy some little half-gallon bowl. The only thing that you might need to purchase in addition to this would be a heater, and let's face it, heaters, you can get one for like 15, 20 bucks. 15, 20 bucks. I've seen some as cheap as $7, but they're kind of ugly, so yeah, get the $15 to $20 one. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open this sucker up and check out what is inside. So in this kit, we are supposed to get the Topfin element filter, 2 Topfin cartridges, the 3.5 gallon tank and hood, an LED control button, and a multicolored LED light. And the hood comes with a feeding door. The fact that it has a feeding door means that we should have a nice tightly fitted lid, as we all know Bettas tend to jump. So now we're gonna go ahead and open this up and check out what is inside. So we got our little manual and information, directions, whatnot. We have our hood with the little feeding door. So this is going to be a nice tightly fitted lid on there. We have our little light switch, or I guess it's more of a button, with our nice LED lights and our little plug. Plastic. Let's see if I can actually get the tank out. So in here we've got our tank. We got our filter nicely wrapped in lots and lots of boxing. And my dog is barking. So we got our nice little filter cartridges in there. So it looks like this is a this filter does take 2 cartridges. I'm putting them back in upside down. That's okay. And more plastic. Here we got our nice little tank. It is basically a little half moon. It is acrylic, it is not glass, so it is super lightweight and really reflective for the camera. And in here, I assume, is our little plug for our lights. And yes, it is. Huh, I guess that the button... my guess is that the button on here is to change the color of the lights, because there is also a switch on here, which I assume is to turn off and on. So I do already have a tank that has the Topfin element filter, so if it is anything like the one that I have, because this one is a little bit larger, so it's going to be a little bit more powerful. If it's anything like the other one that I have, it is going to be a very low flow filter, which is good because that is what we want when it comes to a Betta fish. We don't want our fish blowing all over the tank. But look how big this tank is for $20. 20 bucks. 20 bucks. I have seen half-gallon tanks for $20. This is 20 bucks. 3.5 gallons. This is much more appropriate. So I am gonna go ahead and set this up and fill it up with water and try it out. I am not going to be putting any gravel or decor in here, as I am probably not keeping this tank. Now, me personally, I do prefer planted tanks, and it doesn't look like this is gonna be a very big light for a planted tank. Plus, it's pretty deep. So if you're thinking about doing live plants, You might need to upgrade the lights, or you might want to look at a different tank. But for the average beginner getting their first betta fish, this is amazing. This is amazing. 20 bucks. 20 bucks, 3.5 gallons. I just want to test it out and see how the lights work and the filter works. And then I will wrap all this back up and dry it out. Or I'll end up going ahead and throwing in some gravel and getting another fish. We'll see. Depends on the lights. It's all about the lights. If the lights are terrible, I will not keep this. I will give it to someone who does not want live plants, or who only wants like super low level lighting plants. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing filled up with some water, and then we are gonna test out this filter and check out the lights. Okay, so the tank is now officially filled with water and the filter is running, and I gotta say that is a quiet filter. A very quiet filter. It is a little bit more powerful than my other filter, my other top fin element filter, but not by too much. It's not really moving the water around too crazy. I don't think a betta would have any problem swimming in there, although I would have to put a fish in there to test that theory out. But it seems like it has a decent filter. I know that my other element, it's not the most amazing filter, but you know, $20, the whole thing. $20 for everything. I should say $19.99, really, $19.99, but you know, $20. So we're gonna go ahead and try out the lights and see what we got. See if there's any hope for plants. Okay, that's a weird color. That is blue. So we got the white light in there. And I don't know, it doesn't seem super bright, but it doesn't seem terrible. It doesn't seem terrible. We got red, pink, and back to white, green, white, green, blue. So it seems like it cycles back and forth. Kind of weird, but that's okay. But the white light doesn't seem too terrible. I'm sure you could get some low level. I'm sure you could probably grow some like Anubias or something like this in here and, you know, have it do okay. You don't really need a whole lot of lighting for that, or maybe some Java Fern. I know my Java Fern seems to grow no matter what kind of conditions that I keep it in, which is awesome. So all in all, I would definitely say that this is an awesome tank for a beginner. $20, it's got lights, it's got a nice hood. You don't have to worry about your fish jumping out of here. Decent filtration. Filter's not too crazy, it's not gonna blow your fish around. I would give this tank probably like a 4 out of 5, just because the lights are not amazing or anything to write home about, and you know, the filter. But I think for a beginner, it is absolutely perfect. And now that I think about it, I may actually go ahead and hang on to this tank for a little bit. Maybe I can do something with it. Bet I can do a nice little scape for 50 bucks in this tank. We'll see where this goes. We'll see where this goes. So anyway, guys, that's all I really have for y'all today. As always, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! For those of you who were hating on me for dissing the Aquarium Betta Falls tank, you could buy 2.5 of these tanks for the price of that tank, and your fish should be much happier. Just saying. Just saying.